So I have to end with what has to be my favorite story of the week. It's a review of an art installation called Black Power Naps by Janine Francois, and the headline is "Reparations for Black People Should Include Rest." Just as sleep deprivation was used as a means to control slaves, the modern-day sleep gap weighs down many black people today. Black Americans are 5 times more likely than white Americans to get less than 6 hours of sleep per night. I must be partly black. They're more likely than white Americans to feel sleepy during the day and on average get an hour less sleep per night than white Americans. There's no scientific consensus on what specifically causes the sleep gap. As reported by The Atlantic in 2015, however, leading theories point to both experiences of discrimination and structural inequality, aspect of one's environment that make one feel unsafe and insecure as root causes. Just as sleep deprivation was used as a means to control slaves, the modern-day sleep gap continues to weigh down many black people like me today. I can feel it in me. It breaks my spirit as I exist in between half-conscious states, never fully awake or asleep, never able to distinguish between the two. This may be the true power of racism. Its force encompasses everything, seeping into our dreams at night and deflating our capacity to envision a better future. Let me tell you, she's describing my life. I don't think this has anything. Anyway, she goes into this art installation where you're supposed to, black people are supposed to take a nap. And she says, black power naps complicate the idea, the installation complicates the idea of reparations for black people, reminding us that reparations are not solely about money, but also time. Time is an asset in capitalism. It is in itself a kind of privilege that is translated into financial wealth for white people. If we reframe centuries of unpaid black labor as sick leave, annual leave, or overtime, then we, the descendants of the enslaved, are heavily owed. They're owed a lot of vacation time. We also have reason to be restless, angry, and ready to explode. This sentiment is shared by the artists who believe a call to action means front lines existing in our bedrooms as well as in the streets. This is what black people need: more sleep. They need, we need to give them our sleep. Somebody has got to teach people on the left in general, but really on both sides, has got to teach people that words can take you anywhere. They can take you into all kinds of nonsense and make it sound realistic. Think for a minute. Think for a minute about reparations. If you just use your imagination, can you imagine reparations making anyone's life any better? Can you imagine being paid for nothing that happened to you by people who did nothing to you? Can you imagine that making your life better? But can you imagine also the idea that you are somehow owed vacation days because of slavery? That you are owed vacation days because of things that happened to dead people, that were done by dead people? It's nuts. It is nuts. And it's just the wonder, the absolute glory of language, that it can take you into these crazy places and make you sound sane. But I just love the idea that we owe black people sleep. If anybody is owed sleep, it's me, damn it. And I would in fact, I'm demanding right now that you send your sleep to me, because I'm so far behind. If I could have the hours I lie awake back, I would be 27.